Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm SnippyJoker, and on today's episode we're going to Ultron's Battle Matrix Protocol. Now I just want to put this up front that these games run long. The average time was about 30 minutes, and I've edited this as much as possible to give you strategic tips and tricks on how to get far in this game. But even after cutting it down, it still was about 20 minutes. And the reason why these run those long is because there's phases in each battle until you get to the next one, and you are waiting on other players. Now, there's five other players, including you, so 6 players total that you're going up against. Whoever loses their health in total is wiped out of the match, and you play until you're the last one standing. Now, in this phase, you're choosing your characters. At first, they're at random. I went with Magneto and Emma for their synergy, Human Torch for flying, Wolverine for the frontline attack, Loki because he creates multiple clones that heal, and Luna Snow for her power and healing. Now you can choose any way you want, or anything you want. In the previous match I chose Penny and Rocket. It all depends on what characters are giving you, but of course you're not set to these characters. It will change, or you can change it for points in the battle. Now we're going to the battle. Now the first phase is a practice one against robots. This is where you can choose your enhancements, and you can choose any enhancements. The green, is for strategists. Red is for your duelists. Blue is for your vanguard. Purple is for overall, like everyone in synergy, or overall like uniqueness of your characters. So for every unique category you have, you get a percentage of defensive shell. Now my strategy, based on a previous battle or previous gameplay, was to stick to 2 colors, blue and green, and try and get them past each level. Because you can see on the left, 1 out of 10, I was trying to get them to 40 out of 40. Because when you get that, you get like the 3rd level of overall percentage increase. And I saw one was like every level you go, like, well, when you get to level 1, it's 10%, level 2 is like 12%, level 3 is 15%, or 10, 20, 30, whatever. Now you'll see here, after the practice battle of robots, you get to power up one of your characters. I chose Luna Snow because I wanted to increase her healing and attack against not only our enemies, but my allies, to help my team. Now, once this is over, this is where it can get kind of long, because now I'm waiting for the other players to be done with their battles and choose the cards that they want. Once you do that, you can finish setting up your characters how you want it. But you can also do your enhancements. Again, I'm going green and blue. This is helping not only my vanguard, but my strategist, so that's my front line, and my healers, to try and make sure that they're better suited for the play. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to choose what, and how are they going to choose it, and how are they going to get up there faster? Because you want the more stars, you want to level up your cards to get to like the next level. And then you basically can position your characters. I position Loki in the back, Luna in the back, Wolverine in the front because he's going to do his leaping. Emma in the front, and also Magneto, and I wanted Human Torch to be more towards the back. And then here goes our first battle. Now, I feel like the first half of this is going to be a lot of give and take, and you can roam around the map with your Ultron. You can't attack the other player's Ultron. Basically, it's just if you lose, they get a really special attack that lowers their health. And like I said, whoever has no health, or whoever is last man standing, wins the game, right? And then once the battle's over, you go back into the power phase, where again you can choose your cards and you can refresh. So I refreshed because I wanted more blue and green to try and help my team. And at first I wasn't paying attention to the cards, and then I started reading, like, do I want health suppression? Do I want increase health? Do I want to debuff the other team, and health suppress them, and work with my team to try and make them better. Now again, like I said, you're not stuck with your team. You can change them out. And halfway through, I think I changed maybe 1 or 2 characters. What you want to try and avoid is taking out characters that you gave a power up to. Like, I'm going to try and avoid taking out Luna Snow because I gave her a power up. But I'm also down the line going to give a power up to Loki to increase the amount of clones he has on the field, which is kind of nice. I remember I was playing a previous match where someone chose Namor and increase the amount of spawns on the field from 2 to almost 5 and 6. So depending on the characters, depends on the power up that they get, and it's all random. And that's kind of like the RNG in this game of how you're going to strategize and beat the other players. Now, like I said, I was leaning on my vanguard and my strategists, both blue and green, and I'm not gonna lie, it was working because, like I said previously, in the game before, there was one guy who was doing phenomenal, had 11 win streak, and I was wondering why, and I was out, I think I was out third, right? I got third place. And when I looked at what he was playing, he had almost above 40 in, I believe, red, and about 20 to 30 in green, because he was relying on 2 cards to get that extra boost, because when you get to 10, 20, and 40, it's like you get an extra boost to your cards, or overall health, damage, damage reduction, debuffs, like it increases the card's power. And of course, go for the rarity of the cards. Like, you definitely want to get it from a normal card to a rare card to a legendary card. That's for sure. Points wise, right? You get 15 points for every phase. However, if you go on a win streak, I forget how, it's like every win streak up to 5, you get an extra point. So you can get up to an extra 5 points for being on a win streak, but that also goes for a losing streak. So if you're down in the dumps and you have a 5 loss streak, you're also getting extra points. So they're giving extra points to not only the winners, but the losers, to try and balance out the game, right? Here we are with another robot match. I think they're like every 5 matches that you get a robot match. And again, what am I going to go for? Am I going to go for Luna? Am I going to go for Loki? I chose Loki because I wanted more of his illusion effect and pretty much have more of his clones out in the field to get that extra health boost. And also, you know, Loki with his clones gets extra attack and healing damage. Now, as you're playing, you know, people are going to start to catch up, right? So far, I'm dominating the match. So far, I'm taking care of business. I'm winning pretty easily. I'm taking care of them all. But at some point, you're going to have to make a change. So what do you do? Well, you can change your heroes. And like I said, you can change them based on ones that you haven't given a power up to. You can change your way of cards. You can go towards red cards or the overall purple cards, or go for higher star cards, refresh, lock in. Oh, that's the other thing. You can lock in cards. So at some point, you'll see me lock in like 1, 2, 3, or 4 cards, because I'm trying to look for, again, blue and green. I'm trying to look for stars, so I want to get my stars higher to get the higher rarity of those cards, to get a bigger percentage. And I'm trying to make sure that I get those numbers up on the side. So right now I just hit 20 out of 20, so now my Vanguard power-up cards are level 2. And the other thing with Ultron is he's got 2 abilities. He has the ability to heal, but he also has the ability to do an area of attack. Now, my strategy for using this was, one, it's like a give or take. I kind of wanted to wait for the other team, like he used it right there. I kind of want to wait for them to use it first. So the area of effect, or the area of attack, I think is good when you see one of their characters, like Venom, get down to low health and then use it. But also when they use their area of attack, or they're getting creamed right off the bat, or like when Jeff swallowed some of my characters, use it now, right? And that's the other thing. Like his Jeff, that guy's Jeff, wasn't a problem at first. But then he chose something that allowed him to get quicker energy boost, or something that allowed Jeff to do it over and over. And that's when it became a problem, because he would swallow maybe either half my team, a third of my team, almost all my team, and I couldn't do diddly squat, right? And then when my team gets popped out, they're getting slaughtered because he's popping them out in an area that was least effective for the way my team is lined up. So we have to be careful with that. Now, I haven't seen Jeff pop him off the field. I don't think he can. I think he just pops in another area that's strategic for his team. But your teammates can die while in Jeff, which kind of stinks. But then, like I said at first, his Jeff wasn't doing as much. He wasn't a bother, and I was on a win streak. I think at this point I'm going to have maybe 8 wins in a row. Right? I think. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, 8 wins in a row. So I'm happy-go-lucky. My strategy is working. The 2-card effect is working. I'm getting all these points. I'm up to 21 points, which is great, because as you increase stars, like if your cards are normal cards and you go to epic, it increases the amount it takes to bring them up to stars. So like normal cards is 5 points. Epic cards to do another star is 10. To finish them off at legendary is 15. So it's like, oh my goodness, should I save? Like, I see some people save up their points, maybe to just, like, you know, make you think that they're doing okay, or they're just waiting for certain cards to just level those up. You could do that. That is a strategy, but I didn't wait for that. Here, at some point, like I think the third round, you get to choose 2 charge up cards. So I chose, I think it was Emma and Human Torch. They weren't the best. I wish I kind of could have refreshed them. Maybe I should have refreshed them. I didn't like them. I just chose them. Just saying, all right, I'm doing well. Might as well, you know, keep it up. But here's where it started to get more difficult, because this guy's Venom, or this guy and then another teammate had Venom that was just going towards my back line. And because of Venom's health pool and armor, it was starting to get more tricky. But again, I'm on a win streak. I'm not noticing this. I'm not thinking about this. This is my 3rd time playing this. So this is something to look for. If you're finding things to be more difficult, if you feel like they're going towards your back line, right, try and think of how you can change that up, right? Venom was a problem. Jeff was a problem. Or position your characters a different way. I think at some point you're going to see me position my Loki, because you can see there, Loki doesn't move. He just stands there. He's like a tower defense. So how do you fix that? Well, what I'm going to do next is, or at some point, I'm going to put Loki more central around my characters to give them that extra healing buff. You know, look for characters that don't move. Like Namor. I saw Namor. I think I saw Black Widow or Hawkeye. They don't move as much. They stay kind of like in their area because they're looks like we're ready to go to battle. How do I put this? They're more stationary, right? They're more of a like tower defense type of character. They're just gonna stay where they are. Whereas Venom moves, the Thing moves, Groot moves around. Like you see his back line, it's not moving as much. I don't think he has anyone. Oh, he's got the Punisher. Punisher moves, but there's the Jeff. All right, this is probably the maybe 3rd or 4th time I face this guy, and I can't do much. His Jeff has my people, and they already destroyed me within seconds. So this is where my losing streak kind of started. I got up to 10 wins, which puts you in a good position, because you can see like one guy already dropped out, another guy's down to 16, another guy's down to 20. The only real threat right now is SSJ, is that Juwan, right? So now I'm in good position. I'm at 33 out of 40. I'm at 19 out of 20 in green. You know, I know I'm going to take some losses. The other guy took some losses that won the last match I was in. So I'm in a good position. So again, I knew I was going to lose some. But again, if you go on a losing streak, you get those extra points. So that's good. So at this point, what do you do? So my thought process was, okay, I don't mind that I lose 1 or 2. It's fine as long as I stay in the top 3 or don't lose too much. You know, I'm already almost done with green. I'm almost done with blue. Do I stick with those cards, or do I take this opportunity to pick a new character, a new synergy? And who am I going to pick? Or do I reposition my characters and try and pick a different route where Jeff can't take all of my teammates, right? So I chose to go with the cards because I knew that I'm close. I just got another level on green. I'm close to getting blue done. And we have another practice round, which the good thing about this is practice rounds, you're going to win. Like, this is like a guaranteed win for you, right? Whether you're on a winning streak, losing streak, doesn't really matter. It's a guaranteed win because now you can, you can refresh it 1 time. So that's a good thing. I didn't know that. So watching this video not only teaches me, but it's going to teach you what you can do. You can refresh the card to something else. So that card right there, that blue card that was a golden star, that is your last lineup, right? That's the last evolution of that card, but it costs 15 points. So do you lock it down, wait for the next round to get more points, or do you waste it now and wait for the next round to, you know, get more points and help your team with a different set of cards? Your choice. Is it going to help you? Is it going to make you worse? Who are you going against? You don't really know who you're going against until maybe you do know who you're going against. I don't know. Well, you might know who you're going against. And then if you hit circle, like even during like your position phase, you can go back into the mods and allow yourself to choose the mods if you didn't choose them right away. If you know you're against someone that's either strong or someone that's on the lower of the totem pole, like Bloody Angel was on the lower of the totem pole, so I knew I had a chance with him. Even though he's down there, you can see how better he's doing against my team. It's not like before where it was a quick win or lose. And you can see here we're on round 18, and I think at this point, even at round 18, you know, we still have 4 people left, and I think the other person dropped out. And here I'm locking it in, and now I'm at the highest level of blue. I'm at 42 out of 40. Again, you can continue with blue, or you can focus on green and blue, or focus on another color. And in my head, I was like, I'm gonna be done with blue, I'm gonna focus on green. But then at this point in time, I got kind of a like a shock, not a shock, but like a culture shock, I guess, because there was a player in here, and I believe it is Baron Bear, who came out of left field and started going on a win streak. Now, in previous battles, I was out third, but again, I got to watch the other player and see what kind of power-ups he chose, or how many he chose, or where he placed them. I don't know, or I don't know what they have, and I don't think you can know what they have, power-wise, right? I have no idea what their strategy is, what cards they're choosing. And again, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? What are you going up against? Are they choosing all Vanguard? Are they choosing all duelists? Are they choosing all strategists? Are they choosing the special cards, you know, that affect everyone? And you can see here, his Jeff is constantly going. Like, he just swallowed me up again. And he must have chosen something that allows Jeff to have his ult multiple times non-stop. But, I don't know if, I think I lose here, So that Juan, SS Juan, I think that's how you say it, Juan, yeah. It became a problem for me. It was one of the challenges. This is where I started losing more and more. But again, I'm sticking to my strategy, green and blue, because I figured I had a chance, right? If I kept going and get blue up to 40, there's no way I'm gonna keep losing. That was my thought process, right? So with that being said, I come up against Baron Bear, who's now on a 5-win streak. And this is where, out of nowhere, I get squished within seconds. He had Hawkeye, he had Black Widow, he had Winter Soldier, he had Human Torch. All of them literally blew me away because they had their ults constantly, because their energy was going up quickly. He destroyed everything I had that was set up. Nothing could be in his way. And I wondered how and why. And again, he came out of left field. You saw that the first half of this, I was doing well. My strategy was working. I was on a 10-win streak. But that doesn't mean diddly squat to anyone when it gets to this part, because things can change within a second. So after this, you can choose up to 2 special cards. Again, you can refresh, which I didn't know you could. I probably should have. I went with my healers because I wanted them to have the best special buff. I'd rather them have special buffs over Wolverine. Maybe I should choose Wolverine. It depends on what they're giving you as a strategy. Is it going to work for you? Here we go again with SS Juan, who, again, his Jeffrey and his Venom was a problem for me, because every time I got Venom close, he used his armor up, or every time I got close to kind of taking him down a notch, his Jeffrey will get his ult and take me down a peg, like right there. There goes all my characters except for one. What am I going to do with this? There's nothing I'm going to do. Then his Iron Man took me out, and then puts my characters on the other side, which doesn't dwell well for me, and I believe I lose this one as well. So I'm losing a lot. So at this point, you either got to change your character, change the position of your character so that Jeffrey's not... I think changing your character is the best bet in this one, right? Or moving your characters around could help you, because I'm not going to stray from my strategy. I mean, I'm already too deep. But now I'm thinking, let's add some red cards with my green cards. Maybe that'll help with my duelist. Was that a good move? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think that helped me at all. I really think that just made things worse. I mean, it increased my duelist power, but I should have went with maybe with purple cards that affect everyone, or stayed on the green train. But I again, this is my 3rd game, and this is me trying to help you guys out, right? And this is me trying to give you advice on how to better play this game, because there's a lot to it. There's a lot of cards, there's a lot of strategies, a lot of characters. But here's my thoughts. Like, 1, lower the health pool. 50 I think is too high. 2, let's not have as many characters or give us a small amount of characters. Lower the rounds, or just because right now it's too long of a game. It's fun, but it's too long of a game. Health pool's too high, too many players. Maybe make it just one-on-one. You know, every time you go into a match, or make it tournament style. You know, just do something different with that. I love the game mode. I think it's great. I want to play more of it, but right now it takes almost on average 30 minutes to get through it. And there's great rewards, or there's some nice rewards that you get for keep playing it, but overall, I think it needs to be lessened in health, tournament style, 1v1, something that allows you to play this game quickly and not have to sit 30 minutes. Because if you back out, you're going to lose points. You got to stay till the end to get the points to let you up on the leaderboards or help you get higher in the leaderboards. So this is my gameplay, right? It came down to Bear, who's winning nonstop, SS, Juan, and then myself. And sadly, if it's at odds, you're going against a Phantom. Sadly, I got Bear as my Phantom, and it again destroyed me. And I want to know how. But before we see that, just again, please sub to the video, like the video, help me grow. Put your thoughts and comments on the gameplay. If you're looking for SnippyJoker single player, check out SnippyJoker 2.0. SnippyJoker short for short form. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And of course, I'm live on Twitch sometimes. Check me out on Twitch anyways. I'm playing For the King too. But you're going to see here in a quick second before we go, Bear stuck with one card, and that was Duelist. Right? I had 42 on blue, 40 on green. He had 88 out of 40. So I should have continued with blue and green and never switched off. So tell me your thoughts, tell me your strategy, tell me what you think of the game. I wish you all the best of luck. And next time on SnippyJoker.